दिस वॉज द वेरी बिग क्वेश्चन कि हम अपनी इकोनॉमी को कैसे फॉर्म करेंगे, और जहां हम इकोनॉमी की बात करते हैं वहीं पे हमारे इंडस्ट्रीज और कंपनी और ऑर्गेनाइजेशंस, बिजनेस, ये सारे मॉडल्स यहीं पे आते हैं. So the main problem at that particular time was that we were not self-sufficient. There were few people who were there in the private sectors, and in fact they wanted that India should go for a business model called Bombay Plan. That did not materialize, but we had a planned development. And under that, there were some sectors, some of the industries which were kept under the government. Some of them were given freedom as a private. And of course, the third one which we are reading, which is very less right now as per your syllabus, was the MNC, which came very, very later. That's in 1992, not early. तो जिन सेक्टर्स को, जिन इंडस्ट्रीज को गवर्नमेंट हैड kept under their own control, that are termed as public sectors. And why they are said as public sectors? Because they are the one which are owned, managed and governed under the government. And under the public sectors also we have different kinds of business models. I'll not say companies, I'll say business models. And private we have already done, that is the last chapter. The first difference that comes is, what is public sector? Everything which is owned and managed by the government. They either can be owned under some ministry, and that ministry can be central government. Sometimes it may be partially or wholly owned by any state government, and there might be some business which are created by special act of parliament. And of course, the last but not the least is the government companies. The one which we have read for the private companies, the same model goes for government company. The only criteria is that the company is owned by government. Unlike the private companies which are owned by people like us, the government companies are owned by the government. Whereas the private companies, private sectors we have already done, which are owned by individuals or group of individuals like sole partner, joint Hindu, companies, MNCs. As I told you that when we got the independence, that was a major challenge for us, that how can we shape up the business model of our country? How can we develop the economy of the country? So, the government first of all owned, they identified कि कुछ ऐसी इंडस्ट्रीज जो कि पब्लिक वेलफेयर के लिए बनानी है हमने, जिसमें आपका प्रॉफिट मार्जिन कम होगा. द प्रॉफिट मार्जिन विल बी लेस, बट इट वुड बी बेनिफिशियल फॉर द कॉमन वेलफेयर. Those industries, at that time we had 18 industries, right now we are having only 3. So these industries were set up under the government. The government acts through its people. The employees of such government PSUs are called as government employees, and they contribute to the economic development. They are owned and they are accountable to the public through the parliament. If you have heard the word budget, बजट क्रिएट किया जाता है, और जब बजट क्रिएट किया जाता है किसी भी मिनिस्ट्री को, तो उसके अंडर जो PSUs आते हैं, जो सेक्टर्स आते हैं, उनके लिए भी बजट क्रिएट किया जाता है. द रेवेन्यूज आर ऑल्सो असेस्ड कि उसमें कितनी रेवेन्यू आई है, व्हाट इज द प्रॉफिट और द डेफिसिट, हाउ इट कैन बी इम्प्रूवाइज्ड. अगर आपने अभी, इफ यू आर ऑन टू योर news, you will see that Indian Railways is nowadays taking up many initiatives, and Ministry of this railway ministry is a public sector undertaking. They are taking many initiatives to be at par with the private companies which are providing us as services. और इसके अंदर जो पब्लिक फंड है, क्योंकि हम लोग जब when we are buying the tickets, तो that is a revenue. So that is used for its betterment, for its maintenance और इसीलिए. Now, as I said, there are three kinds of public sector enterprises. The very first is departmental. Means they will be under certain ministries. जैसे आपका पोस्ट एंड टेलीकम्युनिकेशन, रेलवे मिनिस्ट्री. Second is they are created through special act of parliament, not company law but parliament, and they are called as statutory companies, corporations. And the third is the government company, which has the same criteria of company 2013. These are the one. This I had already told that the government of India had opted for a mixed economy. That is only because of the problem that we have faced at that period. So if you look in 1948, 47 के बाद जैसे ही हमारे सामने आया, the planning commission was set up by Jawaharlal Nehru, which is right now called as Niti Aayog, and they had defined the roles of public and private sectors. Private को कुछ चीजें, and when we had adopted the model of planned economy, तो जो first planning थी हमारी, that was completely for agriculture, but the second planning was completely on the improvement of industries. The industrial policy 1956 also laid certain objectives for the public sector to follow or to accelerate the rate of growth and industrialization. They were given lots of importance, and there were many problems that came up. And 1991, ये हमारा जो था, this was a period when we had adopted LPG. This is called as a period of liberalization. This is called as a period of privatization. And this is also called as a period of globalization. This is very important as per the year, because you will be having the MCQs. ये वो period था जब बहुत सारे multinational companies were allowed to invest in our country. This was a period when the पहले क्या होता था, to own a particular industry you needed certain license. वो license को remove किया गया. And this was a period when many of the public sector industries were disinvested by the government. Disinvested मतलब जो गवर्नमेंट का उसके अंदर जो स्टेक था, जो परसेंटेज था, वो उन्होंने कम कर दिया. लाइक राइट नाउ दे आर डूइंग फॉर एयर इंडिया, and Air India would be soon privatized. They have said that by the next year it might be privatized. So in this manner they allow the private companies or the private individuals to invest in these companies, and that can be due to many reasons. अगर आप यूएस जैसे कंपनी, यूएस जैसे का उसको देखते हो, कंट्रीज को देखते हो, तो दे ऑलवेज हैड अ कैपिटलिस्ट मॉडल, एंड दैट इज व्हाई दे आर richer than anyone else. But India is slowly moving towards a capitalist economy, where the rich, wealthy people are invited to invest in the industries. Right? सबसे पहला हमारा आता है, that is आपका departmental undertakings. Departmental undertakings means department, you can see, means they are part or an extension of a ministry. जो गवर्नमेंट है, जो मिनिस्टर होता है, वो उस मिनिस्ट्री का हेड है, एंड ये जो डिपार्टमेंट्स होते हैं दे कम अंडर दोस मिनिस्टर. दे आर नॉट कॉन्स्टिट्यूटेड एज ऑटोनॉमस, मतलब ये इंडिपेंडेंट नहीं होते हैं. ऑल द डिसीजंस आर टेकन एज अ गवर्नमेंटल डिसीजंस. द बजट्स आर अलोकेटेड फॉर देम. द रेवेन्यूज आर डिफाइंड. इसके जो रेवेन्यूज होते हैं उनको हम असेस करते हैं. इनके लिए जो बजट होता है उसको एलोकेट किया जाता है. द हेड यानी कि अगर डिपार्टमेंट इफ इट इज एन एक्सटेंशन और पार्ट ऑफ मिनिस्ट्री, दैट मिनिस्टर इज रिस्पॉन्सिबल फॉर द एंटायर development of that particular department, whether they are bringing the changes, whether they are going to add on something, whether they are going to delete something, everything is dependent on that particular ministry. For example, I think 2014 or 15 tha when telegram was deleted from our postal and telecommunication, because earlier we used to have this word what is called as telegram, but when we are having the instant messaging apps, so there is no need of the, so this depends on that particular minister. and जो लोग इसमें काम करते हैं, say if I am working in Ministry of Atomic Research, then I am a government employee. I am not an expertised. I just work in that particular ministry. I may be shifted from that one ministry to another ministry. Like in private companies क्या होता है, when you are working you need to expertise in that particular field. If I am the HR manager तो मुझे HR का सब कुछ आना चाहिए, बट यहाँ पर ऐसा कुछ नहीं होता है. All the people are selected through the government exams. Many of you might also attempt those exams after your 12th standard, which is called as SSC, Staff Selection Commission. And they have the tenure till they are retiring. Right? They may be under central or state government, and whatever the rules are there for that particular government, that is applicable. Like Indian Railways is managed by Ministry of Railways. Postal and Telegraph is department under Ministry of Communication. The Delhi Milk Scheme, DMS, All India Radio, Doordarshan, that is दूरदर्शन आपका IB के अंदर आता है, इंफॉर्मेशन एंड ब्रॉडकास्टिंग के अंदर आ जाता है. So they are all departmental undertakings. They are basically settled or set up for the welfare of the country, and where you require huge capital. They are accountable to the ministry. मतलब इसमें ऐसा नहीं है जैसे गवर्नमेंट, अगर आप if you do when we are assessing the company accounts, जो आप लोग अपने accounts में करते हो, तो you see the trading account, you see the profit and loss, you see the balance sheet, and whatever the profit is, it goes to the shareholders or to the corporators जो उसको incorporate करते हैं. यहाँ पर क्या होता है, whatever the revenue is there, that has to be routed to the ministry. And the funding जो होता है, that comes from the government treasure. The budgets, as I said, the revenue earned by these is also paid into the treasury. It is not distributed like what we do for dividends. जैसे कंपनीज में डिविडेंड्स आते हैं तो दैट इज डिस्ट्रीब्यूटेड अमंग द शेयर होल्डर्स आफ्टर ऑल द फॉर्मेलिटीज, लेकिन इसमें ऐसा नहीं होता. दैट इज अगेन यूज्ड. They are subject to accounting and audit applicable to government activities, and the employees are government servants. Their recruitment, condition of service are the same of any other employment under government. As I said, if I am working in postal and telegraph, so I am a government servant. They are headed by IAS officers and civil servants who are transferable from one ministry to another. It is generally considered to be a major subdivision of government department and is under the direct control of ministry. जो मिनिस्टर्स होते हैं दे आर नॉट IAS, बट जो डिपार्टमेंटल हेड्स होते हैं like you we call as secretary, under secretary, they all come under the civil servants होते हैं, but they are not specific to that particular ministry. They are only government servants. They have to work according to the rules set up by the government, right? Why do we, what are the advantages? क्योंकि हमने कंपनीज के तो एडवांटेजेस पढ़े. If I have to go for a business, I can go for sole, I can go for partnership, I can even enter into one person company contract, or I may go for a company. So what are the advantages of departmental? No, as an individual we are not any beneficial in the money matter. They are beneficial to us because they give us services. They provide us those goods which are not easily accessible. हाँ, आज हम जो कहते हैं कि today we know that airfare is very cheap, लेकिन अगर आप आज से 15 साल पहले पूछते तो going in an aeroplane was a dream for many. ये तो अब कंपटीशन है. द गवर्नमेंट हैज ओपनड अप द मल्टीनेशनल ग्लोबल वर्ल्ड, तो देर आर पीपल कमिंग अप और इसीलिए सस्ते में सब कुछ मिल रहा है. बट इफ यू टॉक अबाउट 1950s, यू टॉक अबाउट 1960s, 1970s, इट वाज समथिंग ड्रीम कम ट्रू फॉर सम मेनी पीपल. और इसीलिए these kinds of public sector undertakings were set up कि अगर प्राइवेट होगा तो वो उससे भी महंगा होगा. They facilitate the parliamentary exercise effective control over their operations, because the budget has to be presented in the parliament, and there is a high degree of public accountability because each and every money spent and earned has to be given. And किसी भी public undertaking के efficiency को we are all assessing when we are giving our votes. अगर हमें लगता है कि yes this particular ministry has developed, this particular ministry has developed, तो हम कहते हैं yes ये जो मतलब की political party थी बहुत अच्छी थी. They have developed all the spheres. So that is why there's high degree of public accountability रहती है. The revenue earned goes directly to the treasury, and here is it's a source of income for the government. This can come as an MCQ. And of course, when there is concern of national security, such undertakings are given to only public. But ये इसको बहुत अच्छे से याद करना, limitations. They are the one which are very confusing, or you can say certain times we don't even understand. First is they are not flexible. Flexible, when we talk about today's world, 2021, we require everything tailor-made. आज आप सिर्फ एक बार किसी एक travel agent को बोल दो that I need to go to this particular place and he will tailor make everything for you according to your needs. But such जैसे पोस्टल एंड टेलीग्राफ है, दे गो ऑन देयर ओन, उनके अपने जो है रूल्स एंड रेगुलेशंस, एंड देन दे विल जस्ट फॉलो दोस. सो फ्लेक्सिबिलिटी नहीं होती है. देन all the public sectors in our country are centralized. This you will be reading in your 12th standard, that what is the difference between centralization and decentralization. In private companies, प्राइवेट कंपनीज हो या फिर सोल प्रोप्राइटर हो या फिर पार्टनरशिप हो, who is taking the decision? The one who is controlling the business, चाहे वो हमारे बोर्ड ऑफ डायरेक्टर्स हो या वो हमारे पार्टनर्स हो या सोल प्रोप्राइटर में सेल्फ हो. In the companies there is a policy. सेल्स में तो स्पेसिफिकली दे हैव अ पॉलिसी. अब इतनी बड़ी कंपनी है, नॉट ऑल द डिसीजंस कैन बी टेकन बाय द इनकॉर्पोरेटर्स. जो आपके जो मतलब कि प्रोमोटर्स हैं वही सारे डिसीजंस नहीं ले सकते हैं. जो डे टू डे आपके जो काम होते हैं, उनके जो डिसीजंस होते हैं, that cannot be taken by the promoter. Today promoter is sitting in US and there is an urgent need here. तो वो वहां से he cannot take up certain decisions. तो क्या किया जाता है, काम को तो हम बांटते हैं, that is called as delegation. But जो आपके decision making power है, that is also delegated to the lowest level. यानी सब लोग अपने एरिया में, अपने लिमिट में अपना डिसीजन ले सकते हैं. बट दिस इज नॉट देयर इन आवर पब्लिक सेक्टर्स. इफ पर्टिकुलरली मेरे से ऊपर वाला एब्सेंट है तो वो काम वहीं पर अटक जाएगा. एंड दैट इज अ मेजर ड्रॉबैक. The enterprises are unable to take the advantage of business opportunities because everything has to be routed from the minister to the departmental head, then to the under secretary. वो ऐसे नीचे होके आता. The bureaucrats over cautious and conservative approval. Bureaucrat मतलब हम हिंदी में वही बाबूगिरी बोलते हैं. That is the head. जो वो सोचते हैं एंड जो पुराना चल रहा है, they would be going accordingly. They would not be flexibly operating. There is red tapeism. Red tapeism it's actually a phrase. The work is stacked up. काम जो होता है उसको स्टैक अप कर दिया जाता है, मतलब एक के ऊपर एक. और पहले ज़माने में क्या होता था, ऑल द वर्क वर डन थ्रू द फाइल्स. तो फाइल के ऊपर रेड कलर का फीता चढ़ा देते थे, लेस. सो दैट इज व्हाट वी कॉल एज रेड टेपिज्म. आजकल तो वी आर वर्किंग ऑन द कंप्यूटर, बट व्हाट हैपन्स इज इट हैज़ टू गो थ्रू द प्रॉपर चैनल. एंड ऑफ कोर्स लॉट ऑफ पॉलिटिकल इंटरफेरेंस. अभी आई वॉज जस्ट अभी रिसेंटली देयर वाज कि ज्योतिराज सिंधिया वाज गिवन सम मिनिस्ट्री, तो उसने अपने हिसाब से ही हैड चेंज्ड अप. पॉलिटिकल इंटरफेरेंस रहता है. एंड दे आर insensitive to consumer needs. Yes, for the past few years there has been a change. I can say that thing. If I can go back to somewhat back era, और अभी में बहुत changes हैं. The services that we are provided, there are lots of things, but still I can say that they are too much lethargic. Abhi, I'll give you one example. Just two months back, my mom had to open some account in the post office. Now, फायदा क्या होता है कि post office gives a very good interest. Banks उतने नहीं देते. So my mom was very particular कि we should go and open it in the post office. Now to go to the post office, first they have their own timings, their own zones. आप वहाँ पर गए, उन्होंने आपको फॉर्म फिलअप करके दिया, आपने फॉर्म को फिलअप किया, then they needed certain documents. वो सब कुछ they will not be accepting through the scanned form. They needed everything in physical. Now everything was deposited. It took around 15 to 20 days. फिर उसके बाद सिर्फ अकाउंट ओपन हुआ. फिर अकाउंट ओपन होने के बाद they just gave a passbook. And when we ask you when you will be giving this ATM card, so they said that will be posted to your हाउस एड्रेस, हम आपको हाथ में कुछ नहीं देते, और उसको कम से कम 1 महीना लग गया, 1 month, और आज तक दे हैव नॉट प्रोवाइडेड द इंटरनेट आईडी। और अगर आप उनके पोस्टल एंड टेलीग्राफ में जाओगे तो देर आर 4 or 5 काइंड्स ऑफ वेबसाइट्स, आप किसी में चले जाओ, उसके बाद पता लगेगा कि योर वेबसाइट आपको जिसमें जाना था वो नहीं था। नाउ आफ्टर 1.5 months वो भी हमने उनको पेस्टर किया, उनके पीछे पड़ गए, तब जाकर उन्होंने जो है वो कार्ड और वो सब मतलब मम्मा को किया, दे गेव दैट, एंड येट द थिंग्स आर नॉट अपडेटेड। वो कहते हैं आपको अपडेट करना है तो अपने पासबुक को लेकर आओ यहाँ पर, हम उसको जो है वी विल कंप्यूटर में हम उसको चढ़ा के देंगे। दैट इज हाउ दे वर्क। एंड इफ यू गो टू एनी प्राइवेट सेक्टर, अगर आप किसी भी बैंक में जाते हो ना, फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल तो दे वुड कम टू योर हाउस टू ओपन एन अकाउंट, देन दे वुड प्रोवाइड एवरीथिंग इन वन गो। For everything we have to be on their head. So that is where public sector जो है they are insensitive to our needs. अब उनको ये नहीं समझ आता है कि 70 years की एक औरत जो है she cannot come every time to your post office, but they are least bothered. That is where they are insensitive, right? The second is, according to our syllabus, is statutory corporations. ये टाइम टू टाइम पार्लियामेंट देखता है दैट इफ अ पर्टिकुलर सेक्टर हैज टू बी डेवलप्ड, कुछ कॉरपोरेशंस को लेके आना, द वर्ड इज कॉरपोरेट। सो कॉरपोरेट का मतलब होता है they have the features of company as well as of departmental undertaking. They come into existence after a special act of parliament, and उस एक्ट में उसके पावर्स, what are its objectives, what are the rules, how the employees will be appointed. The government servants are not under them. उनके एम्प्लॉयमेंट जो है उनका अपना एक पूरा अपना क्लॉज है, उनकी अपने एग्जाम्स होते हैं, एंड हाउ दे डील विद द डिपार्टमेंट। इनकी फायदा ये होता है दैट सच डिपार्टमेंट्स दे हैव अ फाइनेंशियल ऑटोनॉमी, एंड जिस कमर्शियल एक्टिविटी के लिए उसे क्रिएट किया जाता है, लाइक इन पब्लिक सेक्टर द डिपार्टमेंटल हेड डजंट हैव एनी हैंड, लेकिन दे हैव अ कंप्लीट कंट्रोल ऑन द कमर्शियल एक्टिविटी। मतलब दे कैन इम्प्रूव इट, दे कैन इंक्रीज द रेवेन्यूज, दे कैन इंट्रोड्यूस न्यू changes. It has a corporate person and has a capacity of acting on its own name. Means they can buy property, they can sell property, they can have their own assets. They have the feature of departmental undertaking as well as the company. They have the power of government and considerable flexibility of private enterprises. The RBI, the State Bank of India, Life Insurance Corporation, it is the most common example. ESIC, ONGC, they are some of the examples of statutory corporations. They have been created for the public welfare, at the same time they also generate the revenues. The statutory corporations are set up under the Act of Parliament and are governed by the provision of that Act. It has the objective, the power, the privileges of that corporation. It is wholly owned by the state. The government has the ultimate financial responsibility and has the power to appropriate profits also. But if there is any loss, that also the government has to take up. It is a body corporate. Body corporate matlab it is just like a company. It's a corporate body matlab it is just like a company. It can be sued. Sued matlab it can पुट सॉरी इट कैन किसी पर भी मतलब कि इट कैन एंटर इनटू कॉन्ट्रैक्ट, sued and be sued मतलब कि it can also put case on somebody else, it also can face the legal acts, it can enter into contract, acquire property in its own name, RBI की building, SBI की building. This type of enterprise is usually independently financed. या तो वो गवर्नमेंट से लेते हैं या फिर जो चीजें वो बेचते हैं उसके थ्रू जो रेवेन्यू मिलता है उसको दे यूज. इट इज नॉट सब्जेक्ट टू द अकाउंटिंग एंड ऑडिट प्रोसीजर. जो गवर्नमेंट डिपार्टमेंट में वो इनके लिए नहीं होता है और इसमें कोई बजट भी नहीं होता है. द एम्प्लॉइज ऑफ सच एंटरप्राइजेज आर नॉट गवर्नमेंट और सिविल सर्वेंट्स. इनके अपने रूल्स एंड रेगुलेशंस होते हैं, इनके अपने रिक्रूटमेंट के, दे हैव द रिक्रूटमेंट प्रोसीजर. आरबीआई के अपने मतलब कि दे हैव बैंक ऑफिसर के लिए व्हाट इज द रूल्स, व्हाट इज द मतलब कि क्वालिफिकेशंस, दे हैव देयर ओन क्वालिफिकेशंस, देयर ओन रूल्स एंड रेगुलेशंस एंड देयर ओन एग्जाम्स. LIC में जाने के लिए आपके LIC के अपने एग्जाम्स हैं, RBI में जाने के लिए अपने हैं, स्टेट बैंक में जाने के अपने हैं, ONGC के अपने हैं. फॉर एग्जाम्पल इफ यू आर गोइंग फॉर अ गवर्नमेंट डिपार्टमेंट तो आपने SSC पास किया देन यू आर इनटू द गवर्नमेंट. बट ONGC में जाने के लिए यू हैव टू पास दैट. हाँ, समटाइम्स सम पीपल आर टेकन फ्रॉम गवर्नमेंट डिपार्टमेंट ऑन डेप्यूटेशन, नॉट as employees but only for deputation to head these organizations. मतलब अगर वो रिटायर हो गए, अनटाइमली डेथ हो गई, कुछ और प्रॉब्लम हो गया तो फॉर सर्टेन पीरियड they may be deputed from one government undertaking to them but not on a permanent. They enjoy independence in their functioning because they have the operational flexibility. मतलब नॉर्मली गवर्नमेंट के रेगुलेशन ज़्यादा इन पर नहीं आते हैं. नॉर्मली, आई सेड द वर्ड नॉर्मली. फंड इनका जो है दे डोंट, इट डजंट कम फ्रॉम द सेंट्रल बजट, तो गवर्नमेंट भी इनके फाइनेंशियल मैटर में ज़्यादा नहीं बोल सकती है. सो दे कैन फ्रेम देयर पॉलिसीज, प्रोसीजर्स ऑल्सो, एंड they are a valuable instrument for the economic development because by selling out the goods or the services, like अगर आप for LIC का if you go to the history you will find that it was nothing, और आज LIC is giving each and everything. It's on to completely a business sector now. It is helping in the economic, in the formation of economy, and very soon they are also, I have heard it but I don't know, but very soon they are also going to come up with their IPOs. So in that way they are combining with the government for the economic development, yet they are also having the same kind of problems that government has. रूल्स एंड रेगुलेशंस आपके फिक्स होते हैं बिकॉज दे आर फॉर्मुलेटेड बाय द पार्लियामेंट. सो नॉर्मली बहुत जल्दी जो है रूल्स एंड रेगुलेशंस को नहीं तोड़ा जाता. एंड यस, पॉलिटिकल इंटरफेरेंस रहता है. लाइक हमारे जब RBI के राजन जो मतलब कि जो थे, when he was supposed to retire, at that period there was lots of conspiracy going on. Even though he could have been retained, but due to political interference, he was removed. There is corruption also in some departments. The government has a practice of appointing advisory to the corporation board. Advisors होते हैं गवर्नमेंट के, आपके जो IAS वगैरह होते हैं उनको यहाँ पर एज एन एडवाइजरी एडवाइस देने के लिए बोर्ड में रखा जाता है. दिस curbs the freedom of the corporation in entering into contracts and other decisions. क्यों? क्योंकि अब एक बोर्ड का एक मतलब गवर्नमेंट का एक मेंबर है, वीटो पावर जिसको हम कहते हैं. जैसे UN के अंदर एक वीटो पावर होता है वैसे एक वीटो पावर होता है. and sometimes when there is a disagreement then the government has to take the decision. यानी कि वही जो वीटो पावर का जो एक negative impact है, the same impact is also there for these kinds of, though they are autonomous yet they are answerable, right? Now the third comes is government companies. They have the same power what companies do have. बस इसके जो ओनर्स होते हैं दे आर द गवर्नमेंट पीपल, यानी कि जो गवर्नमेंट है इट इज होल्डिंग द मैक्सिमम शेयर्स 51%, बिकॉज अकॉर्डिंग टू कंपनी लॉ, आपका जो कंपनी लॉ था पहले, अब तो 2013 है, अकॉर्डिंग टू कंपनी लॉ 51% जिसके पास भी रहेगा that particular person or group of person will be having the authority to own that company. उसको हम owner का ownership जो है we, and here the government is having 51% or above. It is not 50, 51% is the minimum. 51% आपका मिनिमम रहता है, समटाइम्स इट मे बी 74-75% ऑल्सो, एंड इट डिपेंड्स ऑन द गवर्नमेंट कि वो कितना शेयर जो है इट वांट्स टू सेल आउट टू द पब्लिक, वो पब्लिक को कितना सेल आउट करना चाहता है ये उनके ऊपर रहता है. सिंस इट इज established under the Company Act 2013, जो हमने उसमें पढ़ा था जो फर्स्ट सेकेंड चैप्टर में, AOA, MOA, everything is applicable to government also. The government company can be formed as a private limited company. Private limited मतलब जहाँ number of shares जो है they are only, the shareholders are only 200, or a public limited company just the shareholders can be मतलब कि वो आपका unlimited, infinite. And these companies are only for business purpose and they are in the competition with the companies in the private sectors. A government company, which means any company not less than 51% of the paid up capital, has to be held by central or maybe state or maybe दोनों मिलकर, and includes a company word, this is which is a subsidiary of a government company, because the major shareholders and exercising of control is the government, so that is why they are called as government companies. All the provisions of the Company Act 2013 या उससे पहले वाला, everything is applicable, otherwise specified, अगर कोई specification है तो उसको हटा दिया जाएगा. The government exercises control over the paid up share capital of government company and their shares are purchased in the name of President of India. This is because President of India हमारे यहाँ पर head of the state कहलाता है. So that is why the shares are bought or sold bought in name of the president. BHEL, Maruti Udyog, SAIL, Hindustan Steels, Hindustan Aeronauticals, BML, Madras Refinery, Indian Telephone Industry, Hindustan Antibiotics and HMTs. These are some of the government companies. They are the same company law 2013 और उससे पहले वाला जो 1956 था वो. They have the same procedure of forming, so they can also file a suit in a court of law अगर किसी और ने उनके साथ धोखा दिया है, या अगर उनके थ्रू like a check has been bounced, they can be sued. They can enter into contract, acquire property, just like any other company, and they also have a management. They also have a management, and the employees are appointed according to their rules and regulations as in MOA and AOA. They are exempted only आपके जो public sector units हैं, they are having the audit rules, but इनके लिए एक स्पेसिफिक ऑडिटर अपॉइंट होता है, CAG जिसको हम बोलते हैं, बाय द सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट, एंड इनका जो एनुअल रिपोर्ट होता है दैट इज प्रेजेंटेड इन द पार्लियामेंट टू सी whether they are in loss or they are in profit. They have the shareholdings, they can raise the capital, they can go for bonds, they can go for issuing of shares, they can go for financing from the financial institutions जैसे बाकी कंपनीज करती हैं सेम. This is established under the Indian Company Act and it is actually देखा जाए तो मैनेजमेंट जो है it has got an autonomy. और ये कंपनीज लाइक स्टील अथॉरिटी ऑफ इंडिया है, व्हाई इट हैज बीन, बिकॉज स्टील इज द मेन बेस फॉर ऑल द इंडस्ट्रियल एक्टिविटीज एंड स्टील जो है दैट इज इफ इट इज चीपर देन हम इंडस्ट्रीज को सेटअप ज्यादा कर सकते हैं. सच इंडस्ट्रीज जो होती हैं, इफ यू सी द प्राइस लिस्ट, अगर आप कंपटीशन में प्राइस को देखोगे, इफ यू आर बाइंग इट फ्रॉम टाटा स्टील्स एंड इफ यू आर बाइंग इट फॉर सेलम स्टील, देन यू विल फाइंड द डिफरेंस. So these are, that is why they are established to provide goods and services at reasonable rates and also to keep the market into control. क्योंकि अगर ऐसा नहीं होगा, अगर मान लीजिए कि ये कंपनीज भी वो होती हैं जो इंपोर्ट भी करती हैं सामान को and then they give it to the public. So if it is not there, then maybe private, अगर सेक्टर्स पूरा प्राइवेट सेक्टर को दिया जाएगा तो मे बी the common people, the people who are under इन्हीं कंपनीज के थ्रू जो आपकी छोटे जो आपके बिजनेस एस्टैब्लिश होते हैं वो एस्टैब्लिश होने मुश्किल होते हैं. Since the government is the only shareholder, the provision of Company Act does not have much relevance. It evades constitutional responsibility which a company financed by the government should have. मतलब नॉर्मली अगर उनको देखा जाए तो गवर्नमेंट कंपनी और कंपनी में क्या फर्क है. एक कंपनी जो होती है इट इज नॉट आंसरेबल टू द पब्लिक, इट इज अ प्रॉफिट मेकिंग मशीन. वैसे तो वियर्ड है लेकिन मैं एक एग्जांपल बता रही हूं. डू नॉट लाफ और डू नॉट से कि मैम पागल है. कमला पसंद पान मसाला. Now everyone knows pan masala is not good for health. Everyone knows that tobacco can cause cancer. Still, the company is there. In fact, अभी 2 days पहले I follow Amitabh Bachchan ji, so I was reading in his blog. Many people had complained कि why you are there as a brand ambassador for Kamla Pasand. बिकॉज दे आर ऑन टू प्रॉफिट. उनको तो सिर्फ प्रॉफिट कमाना है. अभी हमें कैंसर हो रहा है या फिर हमें कुछ और हो रहा है, दे आर नॉट बॉदर्ड. वेयर इज ए गवर्नमेंट कंपनीज जो होती हैं दे हैव द कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी. दे आर प्रोवाइडिंग द सर्विसेज विच आर वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट फॉर दैट. दे आर नॉट प्रॉफिट मेकिंग, सो दे नीड टू फॉलो दैट प्रोसीजर्स, लेकिन वो फॉलो नहीं करते हैं. The government being the sole shareholder, the management and administration rest in the hands of the government. जैसे कंपनी बोर्ड में क्या होता है आपके, इन दी प्राइवेट कंपनीज यू हैव अ बोर्ड ऑफ डायरेक्टर्स. वहाँ पर भी आपके जो है यू हैव दी मैल प्रैक्टिसेस. लाइक आप अगर बोर्ड ऑफ डायरेक्टर्स में ओरिजिनली जाओगे ना, इन द इनिशियल्स द बोर्ड ऑफ डायरेक्टर्स मे बी आउटसाइडर्स. थोड़े टाइम बाद आप देखोगे तो मोस्ट ऑफ द टाइम द फैमिली पीपल आर बोर्ड इन द बोर्ड ऑफ डायरेक्टर्स. कहीं ना कहीं दूर के रिश्तेदार निकल के आएंगे आपके. तो दैट इज देयर. बट इन सच कंपनीज, इन द गवर्नमेंट कंपनीज क्या होता है, इवन दो दे आर हैविंग द बोर्ड ऑफ डायरेक्टर्स, बट येट गवर्नमेंट का जो है ज्यादा प्रेशर होने की वजह से जो पर्पस है दैट डजंट गेट सॉल्व्ड. सो दैट इज द डिफरेंस बिटवीन प्राइवेट कंपनीज जो कि जल्दी ग्रो कर जाती है. प्राइवेट कंपनीज का एक फायदा पता क्या होता है, दे कैन ग्रो. एक एग्जांपल है, अभी रिसेंटली अदानी है, जो अदनानी है, अदानी आई थिंक, his group has been given the entire contract of refurbishing Gujarat airport. Now they would be doing the best because उनको चाहिए होगा कि मैं ये वाला एयरपोर्ट करूंगा तो मुझे नेक्स्ट चेन्नई वाला मिल जाएगा, मुझे नेक्स्ट हैदराबाद वाला मिल जाएगा. The private companies work because they want profit. बट जो गवर्नमेंट ओन्ड कंपनीज होती हैं दे आर ऑन टू कि नहीं होगा तो बंद हो जाएगा. इट इज़ ओके. देयर वॉज अ 1992 में when we had the word what we call as LPG, the new economic policy was taken. You know, आउट ऑफ 18 इंडस्ट्रीज हमारे पास सिर्फ 7 इंडस्ट्रीज बच गई थी और वो जो 7 इंडस्ट्रीज थी दे वर ऑल्सो प्राइवेटाइज्ड. Nobody bothered. किसको बॉदर हुआ था? द पीपल हु आर वर्किंग इन दैट. लेकिन उनको भी ज्यादा बॉदरेशन नहीं हुआ था बिकॉज दे वर गिवन द वॉलंटरी रिटायरमेंट, दे वर गिवन अ गुड अमाउंट ऑफ मनी. सो नोबडी वाज बॉदर्ड कि द गवर्नमेंट कंपनीज हैड बीन ओवरटेकन. सो इसीलिए जो गवर्नमेंट का जो एक कंट्रोल रहता है या कह सकते हो इनडायरेक्ट इंटरफेरेंस रहता है, दैट डजंट हेल्प दीज कंपनीज टू ग्रो अप. Whereas in the private company everybody knows कि अगर आज मेरी कंपनी है एंड दूसरा सामने एक और कंपनी आ गई तो द कंपनी विल वर्क डबल because they have to stand in the market. Somewhere or the other you can say all the public sector units, whether they are the one departmental undertakings or the statutory corporations or last but not the least the government companies, have some extent of government interference. Yet a country like India needs government companies, public sector undertakings because we are not still self-sufficient. If we look into the poverty rate, if we look into the into the business models, still we need people who have to come up, those who can compete with these kinds of sectors and can build up the empires. और जब तक ऐसा नहीं होता है, we definitely need public sector and enterprises also. We need the statutory corporations also, because if RBI is not there, who is going to monitor the financial activities of our country? Similarly, if LIC is not there, who is going to look after these insurance sector? So to some extent, these units are as important, and this is whatever we are today. ये जो सेक्टर्स है जिनको पहले सेटअप किया था उससे ही हमारा ये वाला सेक्टर बना. और जो बाकी हम लोगों ने सेकेंड चैप्टर में पढ़ा था, लाइक हमने पढ़ा सोल पढ़ा या फिर दीज आर ऑल, दे हैव ऑलवेज एग्जिस्टेड. They have always existed. So this is how the two sectors in our country are divided. The first is the private sector, which is basically for livelihood, which is basically for profit making, which is owned and managed by the private people. They have certain rules and regulations which have been set up separately. And on the other hand, we have the public sector, which are owned directly or indirectly by the government of India. This was to establish the main economic model, which is called as the mixed model, which was taken in 1950 when Planning Commission was set up. Some of the units were either they were part or subsidiary of the ministry, extensions of the ministry. Some of them were specifically established under Statutory Act. They are called as the statutory corporations, Special Act of Parliament. And the third is government companies. They are having the same procedure, rules, regulations, shares, debentures, everything as per the company law or company act. But three of them have the interference or you can say to some extent or somewhere whole by the government. multinational company or global enterprises have been deleted from your chapter. So this is the third chapter and this will end with this only, right?